Hey and howdy, howdy and hi. Welcome back to another Pride Speed Paint. Thanks for stopping by. For those of you who are new to the series, every single year since 2020, I've been drawing a new Pride Speed Paint every week for Pride Month. For this month, it's going to be a little bit longer. I didn't manage to post on June 1st, so instead, the last Speed Paint will go up in July. The first week of July, to be specific. But for now, this is going to be another one of my kind of talking videos, so I'm going to keep this intro short so we can start with the speed paint. But yeah, for those of you who are new, I hope you enjoy. Hello everybody, welcome back. So for this year's Pride Speed Paint, I always start off the year, or technically the month, with Nora. She's always my go-to girl, especially because she's my first D&D character. I haven't really talked much about Nora on this channel. Especially since I've only done like one other D&D speed paint, and that one I wasn't doing voiceovers for because I didn't know how to. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of go over a little bit of Nora and exactly what this drawing is. I didn't really plan any story time kind of thing to be going on, quite frankly. I don't have a script for this, so yeah, good luck listening to my ramblings. It's just gonna be me going on for 15 minutes. I apologize very deeply, but you're gonna have to deal with my shenanigans for a little bit. But yeah, starting off with Nora, I love her. For those of you who follow my Instagram or any other of my socials, you know that during a time, all I would ever post was Nora, 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 sketches of Nora, drawings of Nora. And that's because I am quite frankly obsessed with her. She's my first D&D character. She is my first bard. And Nora, I'm very deeply attached to her, quite frankly, because out of all my D&D characters, she is the one closest to me. Because I wanted to put a lot of myself into her, which means she and I share, you know, the same orientations. She is asexual panromantic. And for those of you who don't know what asexual or panromantic is, basically asexual is someone who experiences little to no sexual attraction. Again, this can vary. Do not quote me on this because everything is under umbrellas, everything's on a spectrum, things can vary, can change from person to person. It really depends on who you ask. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. You know, everyone experiences attraction very differently. It's the same thing with identity. I'm just giving you like the Google definition as a basis. And for those of you who don't know what panromantic is, it's basically someone who can be romantically attracted to anyone. Doesn't matter if they're like girl or boy, or if they identify as something else. You know, if they're a cool person, hard eyes. You know. But yeah, Nora's kind of the closest to me, so she kind of shares that with me. It was also very fun to kind of play up that aspect with you know, her bard skills, because everything she says just so happens to sound accidentally flirty, but then she's so oblivious to it. So every time my friend had like an NPC try to flirt with her, she's like, "You want to hear some tunes? I can show you some tunes." But no, yeah, that was pretty funny to play up a little bit. But yeah, for Nora, I usually start with her every year also because I kind of have like these cute poses in mind for her. This whole thing started off as me just wanting to draw pinups of my D&D characters in bathing suits for no reason. And I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cute to match it up with Pride Month? You know, I want it to look like my characters are taking like a beach photo shoot. And now I'm still doing this like 3 years later. But yeah, that's how that evolved. For those of you who haven't seen my 2020 and 2021 versions of these characters, I'll kind of just show it up on here, you know, just so you can see. A lot has changed. Every single year, Nora's pose changes, and I just noticed this when I was looking at it earlier. Every year, she raises up like a little bit. Like she started completely on her legs in the first drawing. The second drawing, you know, she's a little bit up. Now this one, she's like fully like, you know, feet getting ready on her knees. I swear to God, next year, like she's gonna be like standing. You know, she's slowly like standing up. And I just realized this. I found it pretty funny. Man, Nora's outfit was really cute to draw. Every year for the first 2 years, her outfit kind of stayed the same, I want to say. Just a little bit. I think on the second year, I added a little flower to her hair for some reason. I don't know why. I thought it needed spice. But for this year, I kind of wanted to fix an issue that I always felt with her outfit. Her outfit always was cute to me, but it wasn't it. You know, it wasn't the pinnacle of the cuteness I wanted her outfit to have. You know, because I wanted Nora to have a really cute vintage-inspired swimsuit. Because I'm biased towards vintage-styled swimsuits, because I really like them. So this year I played around kind of more with the design and the color palette, because I didn't like the yellow straps, how they were in terms of where the pink was for the bra section. I don't know, it just felt really off to me. So I wanted to add another element to it. So I added a cute little bow, you know, and I changed how the cups of her boobs look. And it turned out real cute when I switched the color place. I'm so sorry, I'm rambling at this point. But I don't know how to convey how in love I am with this new outfit now that I fixed it. It was such a minor change, but I love it. It looks so cute, and look at her, she got a little bow. She has a little bow, and now she's real cute. She's real cute. I absolutely adore her. I'm really happy with how this year's drawing for Nora turned out. I can't really convey how excited I am for the next drawings are, because a little thing I haven't mentioned as of yet is that with this year's Pride drawings, I really wanted to challenge myself more. This year specifically, I want to challenge myself more with my art. You know, I always stick to really just character drawings, because I want to go more into character design, but at the same time, you know, it doesn't hurt as an artist to practice backgrounds, to practice poses, to practice lighting, to practice shading. It doesn't hurt to practice, you know, everything. And I, for this month, decided that every single week, I'm going to add onto an element that I haven't really practiced so I can get that practice. So for week 1, obviously it's going to be the easiest one, the most simplest one. You know, there's nothing, you know, it's just Nora. Practice a little bit of background. Practice water, actually. Water's really hard. When I showed my friend the drawing, he was like, yo, your water's kind of flat. And I was like, huh? Really? I guess. But yeah, I practiced a little bit of water for this week, but this week was like kind of the standard week. For the second week drawing, I'm trying to think. I think for the second week drawing, it's more of a background oriented drawing. I'm trying to remember because I have 5 different drawings and each one is a different thing, but either way, the ante gets upped each drawing. So I'm kind of excited to try out new things and to see how well these turn out, because I'm really scared that I'm going to mess up one of the pose ones. Poses, specifically side profile, is not my thing. I hate side profile because it always looks so funky for me, because I haven't figured out how to make side profiles look in my style. That's still something I'm figuring out. But yeah, other than that, I think I talked about mostly everything at first, kind of just rambling in between. Oh, we're at this part. So another funny thing I found out while I was drawing was that for 2 years I forgot that Nora had a scar on her arm. For 2 years I forgot an important piece of my character. I forgot. She has a scar on her arm, so I made sure to include that. I forgot it. How could I forget it? This is literally so important. I don't know how I forgot it, but I included it now. You know, that's the important part, that I included it now. I still can't believe I forgot it. But, you know, I guess I've redeemed myself, hopefully. Hopefully. But yeah. Aside from poses and stuff like that, another new thing I kind of wanted to try out, that I tried out for this one, was that I wanted to try some fancy stuff with the hair. You're gonna see it in like in a bit, I think. At this point, I think I just start coloring the face and then I get to the hair. Either way, I'm just gonna start talking about it now. Every time I show my brother the, my drawings, you know, he always mentions that, you know, the hair looks a little flat, but compared to his style has more like detailed, fluffy hair. And he's like, oh, I keep forgetting that yours is so cartoony, you know? You don't really like shade the hair. And I'm like, that's because I don't know how to. I don't know how to really shade hair. Hair is always a weird thing for me because I want it to look nice and fluffy and shiny and poofy. But it's always weird because I don't go detailed depending on the hair. For Nora's hair, her hair is very fluffy, but it's not really detailed on the inside, right? I don't draw the individual locks. I draw more of the silhouette. So I played around with a brush. I forgot what the brush was called. Might see it on the side of the clip thingy. I think it's like a flat marker? Yeah, flat marker. I played around with the flat marker, and the flat marker, what you can do is when you press and add a little bit of pressure to it, it changes shades. So you can pick a color and then get a ton of different shades of that color. So what I did was that towards the ends of the locks, I added a darker bit of the shade, and then I added a like slightly lighter one next to it, and kept doing that until it looked nice. And it did. It looked really... Her hair looks so good. I don't usually do this stuff. You know? I'm so excited. Testing out new things that actually look good is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty great. I'm just so excited because it's just, I really like learning new things, especially when it comes to drawing. Now my only thing is that, will I retain this information? The sad answer is no. For those of you who don't really know me, I have the memory of a dead goldfish. All of my techniques from last year, I have completely forgotten how I did the lighting. And you're gonna see here in a second, in the recording, I struggle with the lighting. I completely forgot how I got the sun rays to look so nice in my previous year's drawings. I sacrificed the lighting from last year for the hair this year, you know? There was an equivalent exchange of power here, okay? And I'm so sad because I never write this down either. I always forget to write down how I do some things. So it's like I have to watch back the recordings and see how I did some shit and be like, oh, that's how I did it. Except sometimes I can't figure it out because I move too fast. Literally, I rewatch some of the recordings and my mouse will move too fast for me to follow. Where the heck is it going? I am my own worst problem. And that is a fact I will have to live with, unfortunately. But for now, hopefully I can at least retain it for the rest of the drawing. So, you know, there's no, like, I don't know, quality gap, if that's what you will call it. Either way, I'm still extremely proud of how this first drawing came out. I hope it's not my peak. That'd be really sad. But other than that, I think for the next video I might try to have like a story time kind of thing. I'd imagine that it might be kind of boring to just hear me ramble on and on and on for 15 minutes. But like I mentioned before, I have really bad memory, so I might have some of my friends join me for that so they can remind me of some stuff, you know, like some summer stories. Or perhaps about MegaCon. If you guys want to hear me talk about MegaCon 2022, I did in fact go to that. We had a grand, lovely time, and there was some funny stuff to happen, so I think maybe I'll do that for the next story time. Does that qualify as a summer story? I don't know. Either way, yeah. I'm very excited for the rest of these drawings, and honestly, it's just going to be a wonderful month. I can't wait to see all the other drawings that are just gonna come into my Instagram feed from other artists. This month is always so fun to like figure out what other artists are doing, whether it's challenges or something with their own characters or something with their own flags. It's always so nice because, you know, unironically, all the art this month is colorful. No joke intended. It's just a really nice month to look at art. especially because a lot of the art that people put out this month is full of passion, because it's, you know, most related to them. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to me for like 15 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the speed paint, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you look forward to it. I am. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye! Thank you.